What's good, ladies and gentlemen, bitches? Welcome back to the channel, episode 10 of the Real Madrid career mode. Take a quick look at the month that's coming ahead because we have a lot of interesting games. We obviously have the Super Copa against Barcelona, and we're starting this one off big. Brand new signing. Welcome to the Bernabeu. Pedro Neto has been signed from Wolverhampton Wanderers on a 34 million euro deal. He joins, and this is a player who this is a player I knew I was going to sign before we even started this save. I knew it. If you know, you know. I'm a big Pedro Neto fan. I personally believe he's one of the hottest young players on the planet. I feel like you have Haaland and Mbappe on their own level, right? As like generational. Then you have players like Kai Havertz. Yes, Kai Havertz, if you didn't watch him in the Bundesliga, you probably don't get because you only watch Premier League. Kai Havertz is different, okay? You have players like Sancho, and right behind them, Pedro Neto. I feel like he is really up there. The kid can do anything. The kid has right foot, left foot. The kid can run at you. The guy can twist you up and then come back and twist you up again, or he could just run at you direct and just leave you in the dust. The guy can hit long range. He can finish. He can win headers in the air. He can play, mate. Pedro Neto, for me, big talent. I'm happy to welcome him to the Bernabeu, and first signing of the season complete. And first signing of the save, sorry. One thing I did mention, obviously, is that I'm the type of guy, you know, I don't make the same sign. What blows my mind is how every year there are so many FIFA career modes with so many different people, and somehow everybody manages to sign the same dudes. That blows my... It is something that bugs me. I don't like, you know, I like to be a little bit different. I like to have that individuality in my saves. Individuality is probably the most important thing for me, man. I would not enjoy this if I was just out here signing the same players as everybody else. But yeah, how many of you would have guessed that in a Real Madrid save, the first signing would be Pedro Neto? You know, I told you. And now you've seen it. But moving on from the window, we have to focus on the games when we're in the games. And you see right there, couple chances going that way. Valencia could have got themselves into the lead, but if it wasn't for a brilliant save from Thibaut Courtois, and 27 minutes in, we were somewhat gifted a lead in this game because we were trying to put a little bit of pressure on the Valencia defense. But in the end, the ball has fallen to Aiden. He's actually passed it. The defenders passed it backwards without even looking. And honestly, these are the type of things that I'm enjoying with the sliders. Like, they make these rare mistakes with their passing, and it just adds realism because these type of things happen in real life. Like, this is the type of thing you don't see this regularly in FIFA unless you adjust sliders, right? Like, defenders making these type of mistakes, like just short back passes and stuff. I love it. Just adds, again, I keep saying it, but it's a level of unpredictability. Like, I don't like seeing the same things over and over again. I don't like scoring the same type of goals over and over again. You know, run through the middle, two players on either side. You play a through ball and then finesse it into, you know, not every day, same goal. I like a nice difference. So I did like that goal. We had a chance to double our lead in the 42nd minute of the game as we got ourselves another handball penalty, and Benzema steps up and tucks it away into the back of the net and continues his fine run of form. We saw early in the season, Vinicius was the guy who was really doing it. We've clearly seen, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I brought it up a couple times, but Vinicius, his form has dipped, and I can't figure out why. And we've tried to make some changes. I believe I wasn't actually looking at my lineup, to be honest, but I think this was a game where Vinicius was actually dropped. I think we played Hazard on the left and Pedro Neto on the right. I'm pretty sure Pedro Neto got his first start for the club in this one. And it's snowing as well. Brilliant. Snowing. And I think that was actually Pedro Neto right. Oh, no, that's Pedro Neto. I can't. Hazard must have been the one who hit the post. I can't really see very clearly. My screen, the screen I'm watching as I'm doing voiceover, it's really small. It's really small. But Pedro Neto getting his first shot on goal right there. But yeah, I was saying Vinicius' form has dropped off a little bit. And right on time, Benzema has stepped up, and Benzema is really, you see, one player of the month in the end of the last episode, and he's really doing what I was hoping he would have done from day one. But, you know, better late than never, banging goals, and getting us wins. And we're still holding on to this one, even though Valencia are putting some pressure on us. It was Giancarlo, I don't know how to say his name, Gonguedes, forcing a save out of Courtois. And Courtois looking a little bit shaky right there for a little bit of a second, coming out to catch that corner. But it didn't matter in the end. We got all 3 points from this game. A nice win against Valencia, who, I mean, they have some good players. Their team is not nearly as strong as it used to be just a few years ago when they had Danny Pereiro and they had Maxi Gomez and players like that. But they still have some good players in there. You know, Carlos Soler, you know, Guedes, as we mentioned. But they're having a tough season, and they're nothing other than going there and taking all 3. Well, I say going there, it was our home ground, but nothing short of taking all 3 points would have been acceptable. Another big transfer, one that I'm pretty happy with, because this is one that I would have taken in real life before he went to West Ham. Pablo Fornal is going to Arsenal. It seems in this save, you're gonna see, you're gonna see that Arsenal seem to be doing, even though they're doing it in real life, they seem to be doing some sort of like rebuild. Like you're gonna see a lot of transfers that they make, a lot of ins and outs, some good, not so good. But Arsenal, I don't know if they know what they're doing, to be honest. I'ma just say it. But I don't have to worry about Arsenal right now. That's the beauty. I'm worrying about Real Madrid, bigger and better things. You know what I'm saying? So we had the Supercopa against Barcelona. Obviously, El Clasico, big game. But you know, in the midst of transfer window, and of course it's a Supercopa, so I honestly, even though it's against Barcelona, I don't really care as much. So that's the reason why it's not a live fixture. Live games, really, it's not even about the team, what we're gonna do. We just like, a lot of it is to do with the table, right? If it's a big game, if the table says it's a big game, we might do a live game. Also, if it's, you know, it goes both ways. It doesn't necessarily need to be first versus second. It could be first versus 10th if it's a crucial game that we really need to win, right? But yeah, this one didn't see fit to do in a live game. But I mean, El Clasico Supercopa final, I still came out. I didn't lack care enough to not field a strong side, so and I expected them to do exactly the same. And you can see both sides did come out with damn near as strong as they could be. And Kun Aguero stepped up 5 minutes before halftime and tucked it. Yeah, that's all I can say. I don't even, you know what? I'm not even going to say nothing until this replay is done, because that's all I need to say. Tucked it. No, you know what? Tucked it differently. 45 minutes in. Look at this one. This one is a madness, because we were about to pull ourselves back into the game. Eden Hazard was slid in one-on-one with the keeper. What? The referee blew for half time. What? That's the maddest one I've ever seen. Ever. That's crazy. That's crazy, because then Barcelona came out right at halftime and they done. Huh, I was literally about to shoot, man. I was touching the white paint. That's crazy, man. It's so crazy. And then Barcelona came back and they just shifted the ball side. They looked like they were playing rugby the way they moved that ball from left to right. And then they just slotted it in. And we were down in the dumps a little bit. Honestly, in this game, I'm going to go ahead and spoil it. We didn't make the comeback because they were just... Honestly, I couldn't get near them. Like, I legit felt like I was playing prime 2010 Barcelona. I couldn't get near them. I couldn't get... Look at the distance. There's no one near them. I couldn't get near them. Look. The way they were moving the ball was just mad. And somehow... I forget to take this out the video, so you're going to have to sit there. I made some changes, as you can see. I'm only human, as I said. I'm only human. You know, sometimes I forget to cut this stuff out of the video. I can only apologize. But, you know, we didn't miss it. It's not too much. It does kind of break immersion, right? It does. That's why I don't usually keep that type of stuff in the video for the immersion. But it is what it is. But we got ourselves a free kick. moving the ball around, trying to build something. And you guys get to see again us just trying. This was a tough game for us, and Valverde worked out. Pedro Neto on the field again, slides a nice through ball in behind, and we were denied by Ter Stegen, and that was the story of the game. Even when we got in behind, Ter Stegen was there, big wall, but a rare mistake from Barcelona, playing out the back right there. Toni Kroos was able to get us one from a consolation goal, and I ain't gonna lie, that one kind of just stung a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? That one kind of just stung a little bit more. Because at the end of the day, we just look back to the referee blowing the whistle when I was through. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like the fact that I pulled one back and then you look back and like, oh, well, if that goal stood, then 2-2. Nah, man. Disrespect. Violation. Violation. Referee is definitely 100% a Barcelona fan. It's undeniable. It's undeniable. Referee must be watching someone else's Real Madrid career mode save, because that's disrespectful. He must not want my career mode to succeed, but it is what it is. You see more transfer window stuff right there, as Dortmund appeared to be interested in Isco. And Isco is a player that I ain't really used that much so far this season, but he is also a player that I want to use this season. So, and the fact that his contract's up at the end of the season, I'm in a really weird place about Isco, about what to do with him. And I want to use him more, and I do enjoy when I have used him for the little bit that I have. Now we're into January and more. I mean, we'll have the Copa del Rey starting soon, and obviously Champions League coming back. We'll have more fixtures, so maybe we'll have more space to play Isco. But with interest from Dortmund, still unsure about what to do with him, and you're gonna have to wait around and see. I try not to. I like the fact. Let me know what you guys feel about how I do this, like all the transfer stuff. I don't like to show too much of it because, all right. So where I'm coming from is I like to have. If I'm the manager, right, then the viewers are like Real Madrid fans, and that's how I like in real life. You never really know what's going on behind the scenes. Like all you really know is rumors and hearsay, right? And that's what I kind of try and replicate in my saves, especially in the transfer window, how we do this and how we do that. That's how I try and do it, just for a little bit. If anyone was ever wondering why I don't show my transfers and what I'm doing in negotiations and stuff, that's essentially why. Because, again, I try and make it immersive. You never really know what's going on with your club. All you know is what you hear. So that's what we're doing, essentially. We had a big game against Atletico Bilbao. Again, in this beautiful stadium, bro. It's beautiful. This is probably I love this. Look at this. Daddy on. Oh, definitely on my bucket list. I want to go there. I need to go there and watch a game. Hopefully one day. But we did take the lead against Atletico Bilbao, who weren't, again, another one of them teams who you would really expect to be in and around them Europa League positions. But not having the best of campaigns. We did come out here and we put a lot of pressure on them, as a lovely effort right there as Eden Hazard won the ball back, dropped the shoulder onto his right foot and tried to find that far post. But again, it's another one of them shots that's it's a good effort, but it's not too strenuous for the keeper to save. You know, it's a decent height. It's not too far away for him to stretch too much. And again, we should just nickname this dude, bro, with the Eder handball Militao, bro, because they're targeting him. I feel like they just kicked it at his hands, man. This man just gives away. Every handball seems to be Militao, and it don't make sense. But the Real Madrid fans had their head in their hands. Had their head in hands. I can't speak today. What's going on? They had their head in hands. And again, they missed the penalty, but for them, fortunately, they were able to follow up and put the ball into the back of the net. And it's Iñaki Williams stepping up to cause us some pain again. As obviously, if you wheel back to the first time we played them, he scored that delectable chip over Thibaut Courtois. So 55 minutes in, we were working back from square one, trying to get ourselves back into the game. Beautifully worked from our team right there, and Benzema slid in. Benzema overcooked the pass. That's where manual settings really comes out to play. If that's assisted, that's a goal, because the pass is not going to go wrong. But that little bit that I overcooked the through ball completely shut off the angle. And it's already hard enough trying to finish, but when you shut off the angle, that's where manual really comes in and plays a part. So you can see right here, we're pressing, trying to get ourselves back into the lead. Atletico Bilbao standing strong. We played the ball into Benzema. He's got a lot of runners off him. Beautifully worked move into Luka Modric and the Croatian magician. I mean, I was going to call him Little Mozart, but that is seriously reserved for Tomasz Rosicky. Shout out Tomasz Rosicky. You got to love him. But the Croatian steps up, gets a big goal to put us back in the lead and in the driving seat as we continue to try and push to get just top of the league, you know, and just lead the race. Because I mean, when the table is this close and you've got 4 or 5 teams all up there and pressing, you want to be leading the pack. You don't want to just be another team in the pack and then you drop off and nobody even notices that you're gone. And then 5 weeks from now, you're in 7th and they say, whoa, what happened to Real Madrid? They were leading the pack. You know, you don't want that. And we had a chance to double our lead right there. But a good save from the keeper made sure that we stayed in touching distance. But it didn't matter in the end because by 90 minutes, we were able to hold on to our slender lead and pick up another 3 points. Luka Modric picked up man of the match as he continues to shine. And honestly, I wish I could just keep him forever, man. I really wish. Even more like, honestly, our midfield 3 as a whole, Casemiro, Cruz, and Modric, are getting their move. They're getting on, obviously, a little bit. And out of all of them, Modric is the one I'd want to keep, man. But moving on from that, we have more transfer business as we secured a deal for Keglar Soyuncu, dipping into the Premier League market again, this time with Leicester. 23 million, we secured the Turkish centre-back. And I was a little bit taken aback to see that he's only an 81 overall in this game. I don't look at ratings and potentials and stuff. I don't like to do that. That's just me. I don't like to spoil that stuff. But I thought we was like, as a unit, I thought we collectively had agreed that Soyuncu's kind of cold, right? Like, are EA the only ones who didn't get that memo? Because I don't know. I honestly actually don't know what other people think. But when I watch Leicester and I see Soyuncu, that dude is good. that boy good, right? And to see he's only at 81, again, I don't know what his potential is. Hopefully he grows more, but he's like 25, 26 already. I was expecting at least an 83, if I'm honest, maybe even an 84. But 81, I mean, I should have seen it coming from how cheap we got him. I thought I just struck some gold business. I'm not going to lie. But, I mean, damn, right? Right, an 81 overall. You're telling me he's not really any better than Nacho Fernandez? No disrespect to Nacho, but come on. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't be mad. I'm not too disappointed or angry because, again, we only paid 23 million for him and we have space for a centre-back, which is obviously why I went out and got one. But, you know, again, I always say I don't really care about overalls. Overalls don't really matter at the end of the day. They're just the front cover. Although the front cover does matter, so that's not really a good example. But you know what I'm saying? Overall doesn't matter. The attributes are what matters. And the fact that you could change attributes and overall, you know, they don't necessarily directly correlate all the time, you know? So I'm sure Soyuncu will do a good job for us when he steps in. And again, 23 million, that's a bargain for me. And I'm sure he'll grow as well. I'm sure he will. Again, I don't know his potential, but I'm sure he's not stuck to an 81 because, again, I thought we all agreed that dude was pretty damn good. But that is it for today's episode. I believe we have one more episode coming up of the transfer window. Yeah, of course. Yeah, the next episode, I'm pretty sure, will be deadline day. Maybe or maybe not, because we have Copa del Rey games coming up. So anyway, next episode is still transfer window. We made 2 signings. And if you guys want to see who else we bring in or who goes, you know, a lot of rumors swirling around. Then you're gonna have to join me for the next episode, and remember to leave a like as well. Don't come up in here and leave and forget to leave your like, because like that's just kind of disrespectful, bro. You're gonna leave with your like in your pocket like that, like I didn't ask you to leave it on the side. Leave your like on the side, man. Shit, close the fucking door on your way out. Peace.